my name is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. This is video 3 in our Antique Lace and Roses series. This is my LineDotArrow design team project for April of 2023. Now I can breathe. I've said it all in one big breath. So far we've got this much done. We did the flip up. We've added the cards. I left the card off of this so I could see the picture because I like it. And then we've done our flip down. And I went ahead off camera and added the card with the tab, and I put a little heart charm. That's the card that goes in between the two sections when we glued them together. And I don't remember if I showed you this last time, but I added a charm to the tab on this one. It has a pretty little butterfly, and this one has a sweet little heart. So it's pretty sweet. Bad joke. Alright, so we're going to start with page 5. And we need the book for this. I have gone ahead and pre-inked and pre-scored this little envelope. Now, I ended up not using this color scheme of the kit, but I'd already printed this with this on the inside. So we're going to go for it. There's several pages that are kind of in this color scheme, and then the rest are like this, the more collage pages. And let me grab my heater there. Sorry about that. You can hear it in the background, otherwise I would leave it on and keep my feet warm. Anyway, so I decided to use the more vintage looking papers of the kit, since we weren't making a full book. Okay, so we're going to use this little envelope. So let's go ahead and glue it. We might as well. Yeah, I'll ink the edges that showed up once I folded it. So I'm just going to fold that up and glue it. Well, there's that little piece right there that matches the other part of the kit too. Okay, so now I'm just going to ink here. There. And everywhere. And here. And we're just going to set this to the side for right now. Now, we're going to cut this paper, and what I want to do is I want that frame that my arm is covering, I want this frame to be in the center, which it's in the center now, but if we were to cut the page in half, obviously it wouldn't. Too bad we're going to lose that butterfly. Alright, so in order for this to fit this way, we're going to need to cut it here and here. That's a little crooked. I can tell because this line that I just drew is farther away from this edge of the frame than that one was from that edge. So let's try that again. Excuse the neighbor's dogs if you can hear them. I think they're babysitting a couple dogs, and so the dogs are all nerved out. One's a great big giant dog. I don't know what kind it is, but when it barks it's like woo 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 woo. Alright, it's not exactly like that, but it's sort of like that. Anyway, it's been an entertaining weekend. Alright, let's see if that worked. it looks crooked. Alright, now that I have my act together here, so I've cut it out so that the frame is in the center. Part of the reason that I had trouble is this frame is turned a little bit just to make it fit in with the collage. So I didn't realize that at first. So it's a good thing I looked at it again before I cut it again, because it makes it not an optical illusion, because it really is crooked, but or tipped, but it makes it a little more difficult to cut the paper without making a mistake, which I'm surprised I got it on the second try. You'll have to excuse me, I'm full of caffeine. I'm drinking my regular pop, which is usually fine. But then I am taking Tylenol, or acetaminophen, for my mouth still. Oh, look at that. Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Toot sweet. So, yeah, that's actually all we're going to do for this page. Now, if I was going to give this away or sell the book or whatever, little book folio, then I would use glossy accents or triple thick on here and on the flowers all throughout the book. Now, I want to decorate this. So, I almost like it like this, though. Let's do both. Piece of this little lace across here. If I hadn't let it get all wrinkled up. Oh, look, and I had this spare piece. I literally tore that off earlier in this book and replaced the lace, the one kind that I had on, with another kind, with the other kind, the wider one. Yeah, because there's going to be, get on there, glue. I'm not putting a ton of glue just to put this little bit of lace on. I just couldn't get the glue to come out. It just did not want to cooperate. There we go. That's pretty. Now, I'm wondering, should I put lace across the bottom? No. Okay. So then, I think this will be fine like this. I don't want to use up another dot for that. And I'm going to have to put a dot in the center of this. And the white side's going to be on the envelope. But I can still put lace and stuff on it. I'm just not sure what I'm going to do on it yet. So we're on a mission. And just like in the Blues Brothers, we're on a mission. I think his is a mission from God, but I'm not sure. And then I'll put a little piece of ephemera or something. And I really like this clock here. So anyway, we can take it on and off. Okay, that's all we're going to do for this page. Nice and easy. Easy peasy. Then I'll put the lace on. Should I have put, this doesn't weigh anything. I am not going to put 2 pieces of Velcro on there. I'm just going to take this off while I'm doing this. Then we'll put our piece of lace along here. Yeah, I'll do that off camera. It's just going to be like we did on the other pages. That lace that I just put on the envelope, and just put it down the edge of the page like you did on the others. I don't think I'm going to put a tie on this unless once we get this second half done, it looks like it's going to be absolutely necessary. I went ahead and put the tab in the center, or very close to the center on this one, because I decided I really didn't want a ribbon on this if I didn't have to have one. So then I'll just put that little piece of lace right along this edge. Okay. So now on this one, we're going to do a stacked pocket vertically. That way we won't have too much thickness between our magnets. Yeah, see, that does stick up a little bit. I think it's going to be fine. So, this is my paper. No, that's my paper clip, actually. This is the paper. And we're going to use it upside down, because this is going to be covered anyway. And I want this at the top. Now, we're going to use our sweet little picture, but we're going to cut this off. So we're going to make our first pocket up here. I don't know what I bruised, how I bruised the back of my hand, but I realized it looks really dark on camera. I was editing the video from before. Just want to see how long to make it, for goodness sakes. And I noticed it looked really dark. It's fine. Oh, look. That's pretty pretty. That's pretty pretty. Let's save that. I could add a bookmark somewhere. We maybe could. So I'm going to cut the dog's head off. Sorry, pup. Sorry, puppy. And then we need to ink this. He's going to peek out forever, even though he's going to be underneath. Looks like this paper's just a hair wider when I trimmed it in half. So this would be a nice big pocket. we'll put this on. It's really nice out today. I went and got the mail, and it's something like 52 degrees outside. It's beautiful and the sun's out. And I'm in my basement. My basement bedroom / craft room. So my apartment is on a hill. So the front half, well, the half where my bedroom is ground level. So my window is at ground level. So the rest of my room is below. And that's why I had the heater on, even though it's 50 degrees outside. It's not near that in here. So this stays cooler down here, even though it's nice out. I forgot where I was going with that. I got sidetracked. So we're going to use this part right here as our next pocket. And that cuts off that presents at the top, the word. You can see we cut the, or presented. And now we just have the flowers. Okay, and there's letters on here, so it's directional. What did I get on my... Oh, stuff's flying off my dauber already. Why do I have to look at that a third time? That's a new, fairly new dauber. Okay, so there's our second pocket. Now I guess you know what's coming next, because I definitely don't want to cover that up. So we're going to put an acetate pocket on. Because we can. And I'm making it this height because I don't want to get out a whole new piece just to make this pocket. And it works out to be about the right height anyway. Doing a lot of reaching in front of the camera. Sorry about that. Oh, for goodness sakes, I got static electricity everywhere over here. Now I lost my, there it is. I was gonna say I lost my pocket on the paper trimmer. Look at it this way. We don't have to ink it. Someone is snoring upstairs, and I think it's the big dog right over my head. That's too funny. Okay. You know what I did? Oh no, that's right. I was like, oh my gosh, we didn't cut it for the smaller size. I was going to be upset. Actually, I would have just put it on the back. You wouldn't believe how loud that snoring is. And I listened to it all since about 2 o'clock in the morning, which is when I got up and came in here. Well, I actually was up a little earlier than that, but I had to have some coffee and watch some of my recorded news. Sort of like that I Am Legend, where he has the news recorded because the end of the world is coming. There is no news. But he had some recorded stuff that he watched every day. So, I don't have live TV, but I can stream my favorite MSNBC shows the next day on Peacock Plus. That's awesome. Or Peacock. A streaming service. I have too many to watch. You get a couple of them complimentary with other memberships like Amazon Prime. You know, you get Prime and all those videos. And then I get Hulu with my Disney. Just got to be able to watch Star Wars and Mandalorian, of course. Now, I'll do the cards for these off camera. There's no reason for you to watch me do that. Now, this one, should be fairly straightforward. All we're going to do is we're going to put this piece of paper on here. And then we're going to put a strap on it with a magnet and a writing card. Because it's a flip up. So we don't want to put too much stuff that's going to slide around on there because we don't want it to fall off. You like all that? So anyway, I got too many channels to watch. And I keep going back to Peacock and watching The Vampire Diaries over and over again. There's 180 episodes, and I'm on my 3rd time through. Do you know how many videos that is? I have no idea why I like it. It's made for tweens. No, maybe not tweens, but teens. I don't know, though. I must say, even though they're pretty careful about, you know, French kissing and whatever, there's a lot of hanky-panky going on in that show for a bunch of 17 and 18-year-olds. That's all I say. A little irresponsible, if you ask me. Anyway, so I like that. And then I watch my MSNBC news shows that I like because it's an opinion channel, you know what I mean. So let's see. So we've got the page, or the paper. I may have to rethink what we're going to do on the flip up. See, don't really want to add too much thickness. So I may save that for something else and think of something new for this. This goes this way. Did I or did I not just cut that? This one makes almost a better bookmark than the other one. I thought for sure I just cut... Did I or did I not just cut a piece off the bottom of this? Okay. Well, this side's going to be the writing card, so we can cut our strap off of this side. So let's cut a 1-inch wide strip. Or so. I think I'm going to make it 1 1/4. And we're going to put it across this way. And I want it to go to about there. No, not even that far. About there. So that means we're going to fold it right about there. Instead of just folding it, because I want it to be straight on the paper. I know it seems silly to get the scoreboard out just for that, but there's these little handy lines right here for me. So I might as well make sure that the line is straight. Now I'm going to cut part of this off. We don't need it to be that long. Make sure I'm cutting off the right end. Okay, so we're gonna see, how did that happen? Alright, so I guess I ended up doing it with my hand anyway. Okay. So we're gonna glue this on. I need this. We're going to glue this on about here. I'm wondering, yeah. See, I'm wondering, but I'm just not wondering out loud, so you're watching me just sit there and stare at paper. Sorry about that. It's your moment of reflection. Take a moment amongst yourselves. Okay, and we're going to take our 1.5 inch, I think. Well, that's awfully big. I think the 1 is going to be big enough. It's not. Go big or go home. And we're going to need 2 of them. I like that one. It's got the text on it. Remember, our writing card's coming out of this half. We're going to put our magnet on. Alright, that's annoying already. Not. Piece of tape is almost too long. Okay, then we're going to glue the circles on. And ink this. I knew something didn't look right. That is so funny listening to that dog snore. Now you know a dog is big when the people downstairs, while they're talking and making a video, can still hear the dog snore. This is not a pug or a chihuahua. Even though pugs can do some serious snoring, pretty sure it's not that loud. Okay, and we're going to ink these. And this is just going to kind of make it decorative, plus it's going to cover our magnet. But we didn't have to make it this big just to cover the magnet. We could have done a 1-inch. But I didn't want to. So let's take this one and glue it on where we want it. And then we'll match up the back one. Let's glue it on with the writing right side up. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I'm all sniffly because I went to get the mail. I actually had to turn my radio on this morning because the snoring was so loud. I was like, no way. Okay, now I'm going to have glue sticking out over, which is what I want, but I want to get this all lined up. Alright, well that worked out well. Yep. Then we're going to glue this one on the back. I almost put the circle too far over. You know, for where the magnet was. I almost should have put it that way a little bit more. Okay. And I could line them up. Yeah, that's better. Okay, and we'll flip this over and put the other magnet on the back. And we had to be careful because this is on the flip up, and that's where the magnet on the center is. I'll show you. It's up here. We already have this magnet here. So we couldn't have made our flip up going up and down. That turned out cool. Because the two magnets would have ended up being right on top of each other, and that would be no bueno. So we're going to put this on here. And then since this doesn't go all the way over to the edge, the flap, then we will be able to put our lace down the edge. So I'm going to do the card and the lace off camera, I believe. Maybe not. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. We're going to do 8 in the next video. 8 and then the covers. Very nice. Then the writing card's easy. We're just going to... And I want to keep this. Every time I stop talking, all I hear is. I know that is, to me, funnier, way funnier than it really is, but I just think it's hysterical. I think I can make it that big. Hey, at least I'm not mad. At least I'm not mad about it. Could be worse. They could be barking. Could always be worse. Okay, so we need to make it a little bit narrower. That's going to push it over a little bit. Let's round the corners, then I'll do some sort of something on the card. And then we'll have 3 pages down. We'll only have the top of this flap to go, and the front and back covers. I think I'm going to have to rethink what I'm going to do on that. Now that I think about it, because it's going to be lifted up as well. Yeah, I'm going to have to think of something different to do anyway. So I'm going to put the lace on the page, right? That little lace. And then I'm going to put the wider lace, I think, down on the card. Seeing you've got this much room on the back. There's a piece. Maybe not. What if we put this piece on here? You could make a belly band on the back of the card. But then we don't have any writing space now, do we? All right, well, I'll think about it. Try to decide what I want to do. We do want some writing space. There's not really a lot of writing space in here. So I'm just going to ink this puppy around. then all that'll be left to do is decorating it. And that's up to your own taste, of course. That's why I don't show a lot of that on camera. I'm like, okay, and I'll put the lace on off camera. Well, I do that mainly because it's kind of boring watching somebody glue lace, probably like watching somebody ink paper. And also, you're going to decorate yours with your own created clusters or ephemera from the kit or lace or whatever it is that you're going to use to decorate. So I'm not very good at doing clusters and things, so it's easier for me, it's less nerve-wracking for me to come up with something off camera and then tell you what I did than to try to do it on camera and then just sit there, you know, staring at paper in silence while I'm trying to think of something that I want to do. Okay? All right. Well, let's put this card on here just to make sure. Where did that piece of glue fall? There it is. So that works out just fine. Now if you want it to be thicker, if you want this card to be thicker, then you can just back it with coffee dyed paper and that will give it a little more heft. Okay? Once I put the lace on there, then that will be better. Maybe I will put a long piece of this wider lace down this side. That would be pretty. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay? Alrighty. So we've got these 3 pages done. Yay for us. Yay us. In 45 minutes. Yep. And that will be it for this video. And I will see you in the next video. And that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.